I appreciate you gathering information for science.
Yep. Time to put heroin armor on Rydia. Also
As you can see from the amount of damage that my Cecil is doing, really the strat here is now just berserk Cecil and go. Like, everything else is kind of secondary. As long as Rosa's alive and can keep Cecil alive, we're Gucci. And the right arm is dead. That was a cool 20,000 XP, and Rosa gets Cure 4, which is great. I found the spoon, dear. Would you like to know where the spoon is? Or would you just like to know, don't go to the land of summon monsters?
Spoilers. Didn't even let the man choose.
I might actually want the spoon for a 10th key item, to be honest.
I think you are more likely to get that fighting the... What am I doing? I cast exit. Good. Oh, before I head up to the moon, I am going to try Odin again. With the Dark Imps. Despite that going so very, very well last time.
My goal in this fight is to berserk my entire party.
Don't berserk Rosa.
I'm actually going to berserk Rosa and use Palom to heal.
That is a choice you can make.
I have Cure 3s. It's fine.
I should buy those at some point. Oh, right. They're on the moon. I remember. I also need to buy the pass. So the pass means that once we actually find the other half of the crystal to be forged, so the legend sword, we don't have to go back down the rest of the lunar subterrane. We can just take a shortcut, which is glorious. It is, in fact, the best.
Guess who accidentally cast float on everyone?
You?
Yep.
Good job.
To be fair, what this means is that I can now safely cast Bahamut.
So here I am taking advantage of the Avenger glitch. I want Kane to be attacking as much and as quickly as possible. And so to do that, I have changed his item from the White Spear to the Avenger Sword. The Avenger Sword will give him the Berserk status. But due to a glitch in the Matrix, he will keep the stats of the White Spear. So he will do stupid damage until he just nearly dies by taking an imp to the face. Please don't die, Kane. I've grown to like you. I feel like we have grown to be good friends on this journey that we're taking. And I think I just cured Cecil, who doesn't need it. Rip. Clearly, as you can see, talking while I do this has really improved my gameplay and honed it to the finest point possible.
Oh, yeah. Hug that goat. Cast that float. Skip that move.
It is the pink tail at Odin, which does mean another set of adamant armor, which is kind of nice.
Not nice enough to kill Odin, though.
No, but I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I have an extra adamant armor.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Kane and Yang, I assume?
Wait.
You have...
I have Cecil with a crystal sword. For the moment, I'm going to put it on Rosa to make sure that she keeps living. Turns out your white mage surviving things is useful. If your healer survives, your party survives.
Generally speaking, yes.
Oh god, where is the Enterprise? I have to find the other airship. which I think is down here. Oh, good. I was going to feel real dumb if I couldn't find the other airship to go get the hovercraft.
This fight is over. I'm just waiting for it to end at this point. There it is.
Oh, God. Oh, good Lord Almighty. Why can't the hovercraft just go through the Enterprise?
Murasame. So the only thing worthwhile on the left side of subterranean is the silence staff.
And God love you, don't care.
It's the second best staff in the game.
And I've already got a lunar staff.
Okay, then you don't care. I don't. And didn't. So...
Speaking of which, I am now actually going to equip Rosa as if she were actually a healer and not an archer.
Hey, that's what I'm doing.
So the heroine robe comes off and the adamant armor goes on. Oh, I also have Zeus gloves. I should have put Zeus gloves on someone. I also have a second strength ring. Hey, Kane, guess what? You're getting a strength ring now. You know, I really think that one of my my strongest selling points is my attention to detail.
This isn't a resume, dear.
Hey, I'm on the job market. It could be. So I'm going to go check Bahamut.
Yep.
And I'm going to be really sad the fact that I am at 9 of 10 key items.
Yep. I'm not quite there, but I also don't have exit, which is annoying. I can warp out of here, though. That's not that big a deal.
I mean, it is just slower.
Yeah, it's slower, but I mean, I don't really have a choice. If I find Earth Crystal, I might go do it solely so that I can get exit.
Well, I mean, don't go do it before you finish clearing out the subterranean.
I know.
Because what did we learn from my mistake last time?
I know how to count. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Look, I'm an ethnographer. I don't deal with numbers. I deal with people. Open up a nice can of Bursk on Cecil there. By the way, this is going to be a preview of the Zeramis fight. I'm going to be bursking all of the characters I can. Using the Avenger Sword on Kane. Did you actually... There you go. And then casting Cure 4 with Rosa. So, preview of the final battle.
Yep.
Kemp's final battle might have more spells being cast.
It's going to have a lot more spells being cast.
Are you going to go full-on Reflect Strat?
Not quite, but a little bit.
Because you could, if you get Nuke and White spells, you could just go for that. And survey says Dragoon Spear.
Okay.
So you have checked the Pale Dim spot and are now heading down.
Yep.
If you head towards Wyvern, I will first cast Exit to get out of here because I'm not an idiot.
And you'll be able to cast Exit to get out of Wyvern as well. No, out of Ogopogo.
Yeah, I'm gonna head down, do the three doors area. You know where I'm talking?
Yes.
I'm going to head straight there.
Cool. I'll get the chests along the way.
Yep. I am not going to do any of the chests unless I need to.
Yep.
I'm not normally conscious at 1:44 in the morning Eastern time, so that's why I'm getting less and less coherent as the run goes on.
Yep.
Once again, Ravlin smiling and giving a thumbs up to your webcam, which is glowing blue and telling me that it's on, isn't actually useful because no one's watching.
Well, I mean, people are watching. They're just not watching.
But my webcam isn't even streaming to anything.
Oh, I know.
For those of you who are thinking about marrying the person that you are currently seeing, this is a preview into Married Life. We provide this service free of charge.
It's okay, Ravlin. We can see the thumbs up in our hearts.
Yep.
You know, who is it? It's Tyra Banks who says you got to smile with your eyes. I'm hoping that I'm smiling with my voice and giving the thumbs up with my pitch and timbre. Right?
Sure, totally. Yep. I'd buy that.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I got you.
Thanks for the Artemis bow game. Definitely what I was looking for. Couldn't have used that a lot sooner than just now.
By the way, chat thinks you two are absolutely adorable, so keep it up. You're doing
Fantastic.
I, make an active effort at being just as adorable as humanly possible.
good. Shala Kitty says that they're here for Queer Married Final Fantasy for free enterprise co-op. So I think a lot of us are specifically here for that.
I am glad that we can oblige. Hey, this first boss here is Dr. Lugay and Balnab. Oh, it's a two-part fight. That's just obnoxiousness.
Yep.
Oh, whatever. It's gonna be bursts and quakes. I do find it really amusing when you get these bosses on an earlier place. You can kill them before they actually do anything. Quake. And now that I have cast Burst on all of my characters, both enemies have died.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Lesai. I suppose the nice thing is I'm not currently wasting a limited number of Bacchus wines that I could have had.
Yeah.
If I had them.
Oh, J items.
I unfortunately cannot do a Mr. Turner voice. Oh, and I'm going to apologize to the people because they are all listening to my stream. I'm about to walk with a poison status on. I'm going to do it as little as possible because it's heinous.
It's fine.
It's the worst. It's the worst. Hey, I got the package, so now I have, 10 key items, which is better late than never.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a sound effect.
It's the worst.
I don't know if it's the worst, but it's definitely a sound effect.
It also makes the screen blurry. It's just off. Ooh, Octomom. Ow! Octomom, why? What did I do to you?
I mean, you're there.
So I've never actually finished a playthrough of Final Fantasy IV, and I've definitely never seen this enemy. But I might not understand that this is some sort of cephalopod that's burrowed into the ground,
Don't question it.
because that's terrifying. That is nightmare fuel.
Think of the raw power that Octomom is using to push
It's
her tentacles.
Octomam. I don't know that she carried something in her
Don't squid lay eggs.
I don't know that there was a gestation period involved. She's just very, very nice woman and prefers to be called ma'am.
I just don't like. I've seen burrowing animals, and I don't think I want to see a burrowing cephalopod. I'll pass.
For your information, generally speaking, in the base game, you're in a water area when you fight this particular enemy.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense, but also, yikes! That gives me a frighten.
But the good news is, the more that you attack Octomom, the more of her arms you knock off, and the less damage she does. So that first hit was 5 levels apiece. So once you get 10 key items, your XP from battles doubles. Legend Sword is behind Octomom.
Is that okay? It's the 2 chests.
Yep.
Okay. We are in go mode, guys. Woo!
We are in go mode. Oh, those are some levels. I'm probably fine to just go to Zeramis.
Yeah, let's get some go mode hype in chat, everybody.
So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to make the attempt. I'm going to save here just in case I need to do some secret grinding because my level be a little... But
Are you going directly to Zeromus, dear?
No.
I'm just making sure that you're actually getting the crystal.
I actually have to forge the crystal. Oh, crap. I didn't buy the pass, though. I have to go back to the moon. Which means I actually have to land so that I can go talk to the crystal again and go up. Gosh darn it. I'm doing my best not to use my one free swear here. Although if I'm not careful, I'll end up being Ned Flanders. Gosh diddly darn it.
Yep. Lit 3, I think is. Yeah, I just lit 3 and I just realized I should probably have quaked there.
Lit 3 is doing work.
You know what's really doing work? Glass Mask. We've had a lot more enemies doing physical damage than I am used to be honest.
Yes. Oh, sorry I didn't make the Hummingways speak. I saw it too late. Okay, now I'm going to go forge the crystal, which normally, when you do this, you would get the Excalibur, which is, you know, a fine sword. It's just not the crystal sword. And the crystal sword is just infinitely better in basically every way. Also, every time I walk into this workshop, I think of the 64 floor glitch, where you end up walking around it quite a bit. I have never done the 64 floor glitch. I just know it can go horribly, horribly wrong and make the sound of bacon on this screen.
I have
on the screen outside.
8 key items. That is so distressing.
How are your levels?
40, mid-40s. This is the status check.
And I know we told this to admin before. Why did that happen? Why did I land on top of a mountain? Why is that a thing that can... Why are there mountains underground? There are so many questions here. If time is an issue, we can end the run when one of us kills Zeromus and not the other. But I think we would both prefer it if we could finish, but time is a thing and we understand. Quick check. Still nothing better than okay. If you're wondering why I did not equip a shield onto Kane, that was to make putting the Avenger Sword on him easier and faster, because the Avenger Sword is a two-handed sword. And I suppose I could actually equip these better claws that I've had sitting.
I had Charm and Poison. What did you have? You never found Cat Claws, right?
I did not find Cat Claws. I was wearing 2 Ice Claws.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure that Cat Claws weren't a thing in the game.
Oh, I would have told you, dear.
I would hope so. You never told me where the spoon was. You just said there is a spoon.
It was on Baigan and the Land of Summon Monsters.
Oh.
And not with it. All right, so I am now about to enter the Zeromus fight. One thing to note, one of my absolute favorite things about this randomizer is what is the Z flag. It is a silly, silly flag where it will replace the sprite of Zeromus when he changes forms into something random. And I have it on good authority that Skalakitty has done something special, and I am looking forward to it. I will also do my best not to say something and spoil it for kids.
I mean, I'm literally running there as fast as
I know, but it's the principle of the thing. It's spoilers.
Yep. So these fights are going to be significantly different. The main thing that's going to be different is Ravlin has Cecil and I don't. And what that means is that my anchor is going to be my center person. And what that means is that I need to get their agility as close to 28 without going under as I can, essentially.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yep.
I don't know what that thing is, but it's pretty.
So what I've done is I equipped the Drain Spear on... Not Drain Spear, Drain Sword on Kane to bring his agility...
Oh, I know what that is! Sorry.
To bring his agility to 31. He also has the ability to... with the Drain Spear, he has Lifesteal. Nothing there. I'm pretty sure that doesn't count as another key item, but I will check, because if it does, I'm going to grab the Baron key. It does! The Baron key is in Feymarch. It's the easiest to get key item I can think of. That's wrong. That's the wrong place to go.
Oh god, Rosa, please don't die. That could be awful. But you got the cure off. Okay, I'm good. Everything's fine. I wasn't worried at all.
Nope, everything was fine.
And the cure went off just before the Big Bang, and hopefully the Big Bang was properly nerfed. Not that I really need to, but oh god, that was not a nerfed Big Bang. Bye, Palom. It's been nice seeing you. You've been fun to have along.
I need crystal at the top, and I think that's it. I think everything else I need at the top is already at the top.
I just gave a thumbs up to the voice in my head. Once again, not useful.
We just got word, we just got word from our production staff members that we are going to make sure that both of our runners here get to finish Zermus. So, get hype.
Get hype for unnerved Big Bangs.
So what I'm gonna want to do here is,
Everything's fine. I don't have 2 people on really low health.
set this so that Rosa goes right after the person who does the crystal, so that she can cast Berserk as the crystal is going off, and it won't be nullified.
Ha! He cast Nuke and missed. Glorious day. It's ever so slightly discordant to hear the music coming from 2 sets of speakers in the same room, but slightly out of sync with each other.
Mm-hmm.
In case anyone is curious on how that particular thing is going in my life. So I'm hoping that this extra cast Berserk on Cecil will go well, and that I will get Rosa a turn before anything awful happens here.
So the best thing that can happen on my screen is Nuke on Rydia, because I actually don't want Rydia to be alive right now. The worst thing that can happen is what happened, which is Nuke on Rosa.
How bad was it?
It's fine.
Your Rosa has about 200 more HP than mine.
So I'm more experienced than you are right now?
Yes. Ooh, I'm gonna have to... Oh, that was a possibly well-timed. Kane might go down. If he goes down, I think I just let him lie. I'm just gonna let him lie. Rosa went down to 22 HP. This is a little bit tighter than I, strictly speaking, would have liked. But I'm in Meteor phase. I'm in Meteor phase. Everything's good. Everything is good. Meteor basically cannot kill me. So I was going to elixir Rydia or Rosa. Time for me.
Yep.
Woo. Underestimate. Ha! Told you. I came in underestimate.
Good job.
It truly is the little things in life.
Yep.
All right, and taking a look at what I see with Kemps, I'm seeing Rydia or Rosa's keeping people alive, and the 2 black mages are taking some naps here. You know, they are some of the youngest party members, and this trip does really stress them out. So,
Can you blame them? This is such a comfy environment too, right?
Right, you know, this middle of space, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So we let the youngest.
Fighting some winged horror that seems to be a pulsing ball of light.
Rosa, I'm gonna need you to take a turn, please. Thank you. That's a dead run. That might be a dead run.
Ooh, rough.
Kane does have Drain Spear, or Drain Sword. Kane had yeah, that's definitely dead.
Would you like us to go and do a second shot at Galmus here?
Give me 1 sec while I confirm with production.
I could instead go grind really quickly, get just a little bit more experience, and then do Gelmus very easily. We have gotten. Go ahead.
Yep. We have got word from production. We are going to let d2kemps keep on keeping on and get in this Zermus kill. I think we all want to see the double Zermus kill, don't we, chat? Pretty sure that's why we're all here.
Ooh, yeah, let's go Kemps.
That was RL jumping in. While Kemps is getting ready for that, let me just talk about the event a little bit. You're watching Winter Pride 2018. We benefit this event. We are benefiting the Trevor Project, and you can donate using !donate in chat, and check out our schedule using !schedule. We've got some interesting runs coming up after this one, and we have bid wars for both of them, I believe. Oh, we have two bid wars coming up relatively soon. We have Action Hank, which is coming up not the next run, but the one after that. And that has a character skin choice bid war, which you can donate towards. There are 11 choices to choose from. I'm going to put a link in chat so you can see what the different choices are. Us here at Power Up with Pride, I think we're all cheering for Rainbow Hank. Let's get some Rainbow Hank or riots in chat. Make sure we get that in there. It's currently tied between Rainbow Hank and Hank versus Game. So let's try and get in there and make sure that we get that Rainbow Hank put through. Later in the evening, we have a Super Smash Bros. Brawl run to similarly to this awesome Gallimus sprite here to celebrate the release of Smash Ultimate. And the game tag is going to be picked by the highest donation. Tags can be up to 5 characters, and the only one submitted so far, which, by the way, is a really good one, is PUWP, which is obviously the initials for Power Up with Pride. So if you'd like to mix it up, or if you want to make sure that nobody can come in and snipe PUWP easily, feel free to get in there and put your donations towards that one as well. And with that, I will pass it back to the runners for this second Zermus fight.
So, you might have seen that the Big Bangs do a pretty variable amount of damage. What Kemps is trying to do with Palom is get Galmus here to counterattack the spell with a nuke, and that will then set the spell power of Galmus down lower, and it will do what we call nerf the Big Bang. So that it will do less damage. That's why it did about 700 damage on average there, but when it was up against me, I was not nerfing the Big Bang. It was doing around 1,500 to 2,400, which was really close to the health
Why didn't
levels.
that nerf the Big Bang?
Oh, that's awful.
I'm gonna do a quick grind, because I have to. It's not gonna take long.
So one of the main ways that you can sort of mitigate against awfulness with Big Bangs is just get some more HP. There isn't... you can increase your magic defense, which gives you a chance to take less damage. And I know that's what we all love as runner and players of these games, is chances to take less damage. Personally, I would rather have guarantees.
Where was the trap chest in Feymarch?
It is on the next screen. It is in the southwest, the middle of 3.
Middle of the 3. Okay. So I picked up the Baron key because it brings me to 10 key items, which is going to increase my experience rate by a bunch.
Are you planning on doing Beigen, or are you going to go back for the trap chest?
I'm going to do the trap chest because I can life glitch those.
Sounds good.
Let's save, actually.
So what the life glitch is actually actively doing, for those who are interested in this, when an enemy dies, if you have a life potion queued up on that enemy, it will instantly revive the enemy. A life potion, the amount of HP you come back with is dependent on your character's vitality stat. An interesting quirk about enemies in this game is that they don't have a vitality stat. So they end up coming back to life with 0 HP and immediately dying. So I didn't know you could go that way to get that chest. Well, I learned something new today. So it ends up counting as you killing that enemy a second time, which is really good for grinding and getting XP. So combine that with double XP, and suddenly there are 5 warriors on the field. We're going to get credit for killing 2, 4, 8, 9 warriors, but then the XP will be doubled, so it'll be effectively... So you can see how these things can really start to compound upon each other very, very quickly. And one of the main grinds for the traditional speedrun of this game is to grind D machine, and you end up killing something the equivalent of 30 D machines through the use of the life glitch. And if you're able to do it quickly enough, sometimes you can get 2 life potions off on an enemy, and that's just some silliness. Although, I will caution people, you can end up accidentally killing too many enemies if you try to overgrind. And if you get credit for, I think it's 255, it rolls over, and you end up getting credit for 1. So don't I'm not sure if it's the number of enemies you kill, or if you get too much experience points the game can handle. But either way, to prevent it from being completely silly and only keep it at a mildly silly level, you do have to be a little... and unfortunately, the life glitch will not work on the last warrior, because as soon as the last warrior is dead, the battle will end, and to get that life... And we see Quack Kid doing Quack Kid things.
That's not as much experience as I was hoping for.
Thank you, Demarin. It is number of enemies. It overflows at 2 to the power of 8. But yes, you do have to try very, very hard to kill that many enemies. That's 256 enemies. I mean, in my professional, runner opinion, just don't do that. Like, you have to actively be trying.
Are you trying to tell me that might not be an optimal speed strat?
Yes. In fact, that is exactly what I am telling you. Not even going to mince words here.
I'm trying to think where a good boss is. I think it's the summon here is the best boss I can do.
This summon... A noun,
One of
dear.
the 2 summons here.
Okay, then do one of them. It's Mom Bomb and Beigen. Either one of them should be fairly easy.
Yep.
See, I told y'all at least once I was going to have to ask him for a noun in that sentence.
I thought doing a summon was, like...
You could go kill Odin. I don't recommend it.
How? I would have to do all of Baron.
I said I don't recommend it. So yeah, once again, you get you're gonna heal up Your levels are actually looking pretty good here. It should be a pretty quick Bigan fight. I'm not too worried about it. And then it should make your Zeramis fight safer, particularly if you put the Protect Ring Rosa.
Yep.
That should increase her magic defense quite nicely.
You have no idea where the Bye, Rydia. You don't happen to know where the oh goodness.
I need a noun.
I'm working on it. Where the Avenger Sword is?
Was that in the Treasury of Troya or of Damison?
I checked Troya. It's probably the Treasury of Damison.
Again, you were supposed to be writing these things down.
Yep. I think I figured I was going to do Damison and just ended up not doing it. So there's that.
Has production looked at the viewer count recently?
Oh, we noticed.
Also, invent what? Please what? What would you like me to do? If you tell me, I will attempt to do it. Also, there is a very large raid coming in. So no pressure, dear, but you're probably playing on the biggest stage you ever have so far.
Okay. Hello,
Love ya.
everyone.
Do you want to know what the number is, Kemps?
Of course I want to know what the number is.
4,712.
Hi, everyone.
We are on the
How-
front page right now. The front page of the front page. So hello, front page. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna talk a little bit while Kemps is grinding out here. You're watching Power Up with Pride. This is our Winter Pride 2018 event. Thank you so much for checking us out. We are benefiting the Trevor Project this year, and you can read more about that. There's a command in chat, which, of course, I can't recall right this moment, but I'm sure one of our lovely mods will type it in there. I think it's !charity. We also have !schedule if you want to check the schedule, and !incentives if you want to check out our upcoming incentives. And we actually have a run, 2 runs from now, that has a skin choice incentive, and we're really pushing to get Rainbow Hank as the skin choice for Action Hank, and that's in about 20 minutes after Kemps finishes up here, give or take. What else can I say here? We also have a Super Smash Bros. Brawl file name incentive coming up. Right now, the only entry is PUWP, short for Power Up with Pride. And while I'd like that to stay, I'd also like to raise more money for the Trevor Project. So if you have any suggestions and ideas for that, feel free to post them in chat or just donate directly. Again, that's !donate. And if you just want to make sure that Power Up with Pride doesn't get sniped, go ahead and donate some more towards that. And lastly, something I'd like to talk about is that we have a Super Mario Galaxy incentive later in the marathon. It's the next incentive that will actually add content to the marathon. And if this incentive is met, the runner, Potters, will be showcasing Loop Skip, a brand new skip which hasn't been seen outside of the Super Mario Galaxy community. So you could get a premiere of a new Super Mario Galaxy skip, first time seen outside the community, if you donate for that. And the goal for that one is $750. I believe the run is on Saturday morning, early Saturday morning, late Saturday night, depending on your perspective. So donate to that. I would love to see that happen. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us. And we're just letting Kemps finish up this run here.
Sorry.
He's doing some grinding to take out Zeramis, and after that we have next up is, what is it called? Dusk Child by Sprite Guard.
Since we are pushing for the Trevor Project, can you give us a like 30-second version of what Trevor Project's mission is?
I absolutely can. This is a thing that we have prepared for. The Trevor Project is the world's largest suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for LGBTQ, that is lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning young people. The organization works to save young lives by providing support through free and confidential suicide prevention and crisis intervention programs on platforms where young people spend their time. Our 24/7 phone line, chat, text, and soon-to-come integrations with social media platforms. They also run Trevor Space, the world's largest safe space social networking site for LGBTQ youth, and operate innovative education, research, and advocacy programs. Suicide is the second leading cause of death among young people. Lesbian, gay, and bisexual youth are 5 times more likely to attempt suicide than their straight peers. Youth from highly rejecting families are 8 times more likely to attempt suicide than youth from accepting families. Nearly half of all trans people have made a suicide attempt. A majority of youth choose to contact the Trevor Project rather than other providers because the organization is LGBTQ affirming or a trusted provider of crisis services. 90% of youth people who reach out to Trevor experience de-escalation from suicidal thoughts. One supportive person can decrease an LGBTQ youth's risk of suicide 30%. The Trevor Project aims to always be there for LGBTQ youth in crisis with a clear message. They should be proud of who they are and that they are not alone. So
yeah.
if that sounds like a charity that's worth donating for, which, let's be honest, saving vulnerable youth sounds like one of the noblest things we can do, please hit that ! donate in chat and maybe go put some money towards incentive.
I think that I just wanted to butt in here real fast just to say I think that having 2 husbands fighting against the physical embodiment of evil on screen while we're talking about this, it's a pretty fun allegory. TBH. I love Free Enterprise is what I'm getting at.
For those of you who are just joining us, our runners here, d2kemps and RavlinBay, are actually married and are actually playing in the same room right now. Ravlin already finished. This was a co-op run. So d2kemps is just trailing behind a little bit. I'm going to say that Kemps did a bunch of the legwork so that Ravlin could finish early. And now Kemps is doing the right thing and making sure that we get a second Z kill.
As I said earlier, Kemps is not quite within arm's reach, but if I pitched the cat at him, I think I could hit him.
Yep.
So as we can see, Kemps is letting Rydia and Palom take a nap. Really, Zeramis is a little bit too big for them, so he's just going to let them nap it out. He's going to let Yang and Kane...
Oh, this is bad.
Sorry. So there is a minor glitch in the system where the Avenger Sword is a 2-handed item, and unfortunately there is not an open space in the inventory, and it will not collapse there. So I think if he's just going to do a quick reset right there, sort his inventory, there we go, and we'll actually be able to equip the Avenger. As I said earlier, what this does is it actually ends up glitching out Kane. What he will do, the Avenger Sword will give him the Berserk status, so he will have Berserk. But the Avenger Sword stats, they're fine. They're not bad, but they're not worth writing home about. The White Spear, which he is currently equipped, on the other hand, is his best weapon in the game. But if in battle he switches from the White Spear to the Avenger Sword, he keeps the stats of the White Spear, while getting the benefits of the Avenger Sword. So he will keep the attack stat and do lots and lots of extra. And smash face with that with the power of the white spear, but through the Avenger Sword. Also, yes, happy Smash Day to everyone. I might be going to bed and hoping that Kemps will do something like download Smash onto our Switch tonight while I sleep, so I can bring it into the office tomorrow and totally get work done all day.
Yep.
100%.
That's the goal.
Getting work done. All right, so here we are. We are once again fighting the ultimate incarnation of evil, which I'm going to refrain from making political statements here for the benefit of everyone.
Yep.
But I am. Anyone think what they think about what I'm. It's 2:30 in the morning. Bear with me. And away we go.
It's probably fine. Yeah, it's probably fine.
We'd like a little bit more confidence than probably fine. Oh, it's on. Yeah, I agree. Probably fine. All right, so that first Big Bang, that first nerf of the Big Bang is actually completely free. For all the other ones, you have to time it so that the spell is after the shake that Zeramis does before he sort of telegraphs his Big Bang with a shake. You have to time it so that the spell lands after that shake and before the Big Bang in order to do the nerf. But the first one is completely free as after he transforms. Any single targeted spell will take care of that. There is a downside to nerfing the Big Bangs. He does counter with the nuke spell, which is real powerful and hurts a lot, and we don't like it. So the downside is you get a single target nuke on someone. The upside is that Big Bang does a lot less damage. And there we are. The kids are napping.
Yep, don't need them.
Yep. So at this point, Kane is going to be auto-attacking with that Avenger Sword. Yang is also going to be just smacking things with his claws. And Rosa is there literally as a heal bot. She serves no other purpose. This black hole is a little bit unfortunate. It does remove the Berserk status from Yang. So I'm not sure if Kemps is going to opt to re-up that Berserk status, or if he's going to just wait and let Rosa just cure. Either one is, I think, a fine choice at this point. Basically, all of his characters are guaranteed to survive an unnerfed Big Bang, and I have now just cursed it. Why did I say that? Why would I say such a thing?
It's the commentator's curse. It's just going to happen. Nothing you can do about it.
You said it, and immediately he virused.
Oh, and Yang is berserked too. Oh no.
This is fine.
With the black hole, there is a chance it might be fine. The black hole will remove the berserk status from Yang, so hopefully he will get a chance to enter in some commands and try to heal up his two guys. It is possible to do this without Rosa, to just use the Cure 3 potions on Yang and Kane, although Yang might be going down here.
Nope.
Oh, that's both of them going down.
Yep. Goodness gracious.
I'm going to leave it to you, Kemps, to choose what you want to do. I fully support any choice that you want to make.
Yep. I'm gonna try this one more time before killing the run.
Okay. I support that decision, and I am not going to talk about it because I think I am not helping.
All right, chat. Lend Kemps your energy. Let's make this happen.
I do have to say that the support from the chat is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Seeing the rainbow hearts. Just is that like a little chicken like biting a rainbow? That's like the cutest thing I've ever seen.
It might be a chicken vomiting a rainbow.
That is Skybill's mascot, the Skybird vomiting a rainbow.
That's amazing.
Kind of the best.
Yes, we are big fans of both Skybills, and Skybill's hype emote is real good.
Yes, as this battle is happening, I do want to once again shout out the free enterprise community. The community around this game is basically the best community I have ever found on the interwebs. Anyone who wants to join this community, they are incredibly welcoming to new players. They will give you help, they will give you advice, they will help you pick what flags you want to run. They are just a collection of awesome people, and I'm not just saying that because I consider myself a part of this community. They're just genuinely awesome folk. Even been tweeted, Kempy. You've even been tweeted.
I've even been tweeted. Wow.
Just gonna fire up the old tweet machine and hit that old like button.
God, I'm awful. I looked at the tweet and didn't do that or retweet it. I'm the worst. So we see him there queuing up the Cure 3, getting ready to use that immediately on whoever takes that nuke, especially if it's Rosa, because Rosa is your healer and she is basically the most important person in this battle. Rosa with either Yang or Kane can guarantee the battle will end. Assuming your Rosa doesn't completely run out of MP. Which, again, I said something. Why? Why am I doing this? I'm just the worst.
It's fine.
I would actually consider Palom living there less than ideal.
Yeah, that's not what you wanted.
Because
what we wanted, rather.
That makes Rosa's cures hit for a little.
I think they're still hitting for full, which is fine.
So it's an academic point.
Ravlin, chat loves you, but they are imploring you to stop cursing your husband.
Yeah, I'm kind of the worst.
So I'm going to talk about something that I've been seeing a lot of comments about in chat. But a lot of people pointing out how we have the runner pronouns on stream, and it really means a lot to us that the response to that has been so positive. It was an idea that we floated a while back, and it was actually really difficult to implement, and we had to pull pretty much the entire staff together to figure out a way to do it and to coordinate everybody. So I'm really glad that everyone's appreciating that they're on there, and that you enjoy it so much. It really means a lot to us.
And as runners, we appreciate A, being asked, and B, being in a safe enough place that we can do that. You know, there are some people who don't feel comfortable putting out their pronouns out there. And, you know, as someone who is, I feel responsible doing so. You know, to try to show solidarity with some of the people who don't necessarily feel as comfortable doing that. Look at me not cursing things.
So, Ravlin, tell me about your day tomorrow and not anything at all about what your husband is doing right now.
Tomorrow is actually going to be a day of research and grading undergraduate final exams. I'm sure you can imagine how excited I am about that.
Sure. I still want to hear more. I really just don't want you to say anything about the run.
I'm not saying a thing. We do have a visiting scholar that I will get to have lunch with our video game research group here at Indiana University, which is a very exciting opportunity for us. This is a visiting scholar we brought in specifically to talk with us about specifically race and gender issues in gaming, which I know nobody here has any opinions about, right?
Hey, topical.
My hands are off the controller at this point.
At this point, it is now a race between Kane and Galmus. And I have not been tracking damage to know if it is reasonable to think if Kane is going to make it.
I feel like it is unreasonable to believe Kane is going to make it at this point.
Well, we gave it the old college try.
Yep.
You never know. We might clutch it out.
It's dead. I do thank everyone for stopping by. Gelmus was just too fast, but that's fine.
That's right. We got him in the other timeline.
Yep.
We're gonna say that's the one that, since we observed it first, that's how timelines actually collapsed. So
Absolutely.
that's the canonical timeline. Thank you so much, Kemps, for just slogging it out with those brutal fights. I'm sorry that they didn't go your way. Ravlin, congratulations on being the better husband. Just kidding.
Thanks.
But
So
no,
the
thank you
joke
both.
is Ravlin plays this game much more than I do, but I play this game much more than Ravlin does, but he's much better at the game than I am.
But with the amount of games that we play, he's better at more of them. So I take the victories I can.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for doing this run for us. It was a very entertaining watch. You two have, unsurprisingly, great chemistry. You're great on the mic, and we're honored that.
Goodness, I hope so.
Yeah, right. You might have. If that weren't the case, there might be a very uncomfortable conversation to have after the stream. Okay, I think we are going to move over to intermission now and get set up for Dusk Child by Sprite Guard. But don't go anywhere. We'll put some chill music on, and setup shouldn't take too long, and we'll be back.